Hello. Hopefully this works. Hey, Patricia. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Bags of Paint. Hi, guys. Let me know if you can see and hear. It's working. Yay. Hi, Misha. Do you guys have your drink and your snack? Very important supplies. How is everyone's weekend so far? Hi Patricia, hi Sarah, hi Buxapan, hi Misha. I think I said I already. Oh no, is it gonna be one of those days? My allergies are still kicking my butt. I'm guarding the last pack of strawberry pokey and waiting for my tea to brew. Ooh. Hey Phoebe, hi. Dang, why are cookies so good? It's just a cookie stick dipped in something. Time change got me out. Ugh, time change was something else. Like, I think it was harder on us than it was on the cats. Because the cats, they don't know. So, technically, they breeze through the time at which they would be fed, if you know what I mean. You say you don't know. All of mine came with timers and they know exactly what time brekkie and sub are. Yeah, I mean, for Pico and Scout, like, they know their routine, but they don't read the clock. So since we move forward in time with the clocks, like, to us, they start bothering us an hour later than usual. Just the number on the clock, but they got no notion of what time is exactly, so... That was such a good picture of Bear you posted in the Discord. Like that face. He is playing, right? He's not actually scratching you or anything. Because scratches on the feet is really, really painful. Totally all play. Oh, you're lucky. Pico and Scout, they don't like our feet. But the thing is even when she plays, Scout has a hard time knowing when to retract the claws. So you're quite fortunate that Bear knows that difference. I'm stuffing tacos in my face, so I'm good. What kind of tacos? He once in a while get one in by accident, but he's really good. But the new game is to latch on and chew my Achilles. Ow. Ow. Amy not so lucky. Oh no. Maybe there's something with the tricolor cat. Amy has the prettiest eyes though. She's so gorgeous. She's so tiny. Ground beef, lettuce, cheese, salsa, and ranch. Not healthy tacos. Well, it doesn't seem too bad. Are they crunchy tacos or soft ones? Sorry, I have to switch something. Soft ones. I like the salsa and ranch over plain sour cream and tomatoes. In the States, my family are weird, and if we make taco salad, it's all about Italian dressing, which I also miss. Hey, Jill! Hi! Painting with acrylics today. Ooh! I will be mostly lurking due to imminently messy hands. Fair point. Okay, so big question. Which brand of paints do I use today? Which one has been the longest? Oof, so many of them. M-gram doesn't fit on my table. Can I make it fit? I can try. Hold on. Sorry. Hey, Lee. Hi. Big palette. Playing a bit of Tetris. barely. No, it's fine. It's a good idea. I don't use these enough, but now you guys know why. Acidity is highly underrated. It depends when it happens. Stomach acidity is not fun. So I will start with the other one. Oh, you can start Mgram website. Yeah. Yeah, this top row, the one that you can see, is always upside down, and it hasn't really leaked. There's one color that I think made a bit of a mess, like the last one. But I don't know if that's a mess that happened while I was setting it up or when I was storing the palette. I'm gonna be using the Mimic brushes because I really like them, and maybe some of the Princeton Neptune's one. Bunch of brushes. Even just sitting in the pans, they're such pretty paints. I agree. Yeah, Wells. You're gonna start a fight in here. These are the colors I have in this palette. So it's like everything except cadmiums mostly. Yeah. The biggest issue with Graham is putting your arm in it while you paint, which is why I often have my paints on the other side of my painting, but I can't really do that today. Hopefully no mess. I think I will start with a shadow layer. The only other issue I have with this palette is that it doesn't have a lot of space for mixing. Yeah, that one, the tiny one, is really quite handy. I don't remember how many wells this one has. This one is 65 wells. Hey, Stephen, hi. Today I doubled my gouache collection. I now have a black to go with the white. My midden palette has space for 48 pans, but doesn't take that much space. I bought one of those palettes way back when and was so happy to have too many wells and was so frustrated. Wait, why? Hey, Lucine, hi! No, you're not late. We just started painting. I think this is a bit too big a brush. It's downscale a bit. Yeah, these are M. Graham paints. The Mission Build one that came with the 36 tubes is also so much big. It is huge, right? It's such a big palette. Sorry, I was focusing on my wash. Hi, Yuri. Hi. Hi, April. Hey guys! Hi YZ! Hello, hello! Oops. Flying brush. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Amisha. Setting up a new palette is always a lot of fun. That's a mix of Quinn Violet and Anthraquinone Blue. I wanted something staining so it's easier to layer colors on top. This dioxazine purple, the one from M. Graham, is really, really nice. It's super duper dark. It's this one here. And that's the anthraquinone blue, also really nice. Though, I mean, good luck finding a color from M. Graham that is not nice. It's M. Graham colors. Still gotta wait for paint to dry. I took the time to make a second drawing so that we could switch, but I still need to let both of these dry a bit. Guess I can drink more tea. Let's do that. While it's still hot. Ooh, lovely. There's a sale at my local art shop for M. Graham, which are everyone's favorite. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, let's see. Let's grab this. Move this. Okay. I hope there's not too much of a glare on this because it's in a plastic sheet, but favorites. Oh my gosh, what a tough question. It really depends on what you like. If you like granulating colors, they have some pretty awesome granulation in there, like cobalt violet, ultramarine violet deep, ultramarine violet, the viridian, the cobalt green, the teal. Not the most granulating maybe versions ever, but that might just be because these swatches are quite dry swatches, so the more water you add into a granulating color, the more the effect is spread out. So yeah, it really depends on what you want to use the colors for, but their azo green is really, really nice. That's super lovely. Lee would say that the nickel azo yellow is also quite good. It's pretty. Sepia is nice. I think my sepia was one of the weird smelling colors, but it's not consistent with pigment. Their turquoise is one of the most staining colors in the whole wild world. It's like PG7 and PB15. It's, if you get it somewhere, it's not going anywhere else. My only M. Graham is my huge tube of white gouache. It's my favorite. That's the one I use too. It's really, really good, and you can buy these super fat tubes of it. The blues are pretty, aren't they? The greens too. Like they have greens that are quite usable here. The hooker's green, sap green, olive green. They're quite natural looking. The Terra Rosa is really, really nice too. They're all nice. That's why this palette slowly filled up. Their ultramarine blue is really interesting because it's really like a really nice hue, and it's one of the few blues, ultramarine blues, sorry, that don't end up dry as a rock. Like M. Graham and Sennelier, since they are very soft paints made with honey, their ultramarine blue always stays a good consistency. What do you use the azo green for? Well, anything you want, really. I think it's a good green for certain types of plants and greenery. I guess we could mix it a bit. Hold on. Let me find the piece of scrap paper. It's gonna be cellulose paper, but still serviceable. So it is this one. I wish I had a bit more space for mixes in this palette though, because there's so many colors in here. The more colors you end up having, the more space you kind of need for. I'm getting a big whiff of these paints. They smell a bit like wet dog, in my opinion. So I think you can have some interesting skin tones with this color if you mix it with this color here. That's Quin Red. I mixed it with ultramarine blue. You're gonna get a really nice muted color with it. It's poorly mixed because I have a bunch of stuff in the way of my brush here. I don't know about that with Doug. Doug who's been outside smells me. Yeah, it's not a strong smell, but it's there's definitely, let's see. Yeah, I would say it's a bit like wet dog. It's not my favorite smell either, but it's not too strong, so I'm still good with it. Let's mix Terra Rosa and the TLC. If I can get my my favorite gray, one of my favorite grays. Ooh, that's nice. The Azo green and teal color, they give you this super bright, super fun green color. That's Azo green and maroon perylene. Wet dog, I know, right? Delicious. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. But I'll take that over the chemical smell you can get from colors like Rembrandt. Should I not put the white in the palette and will... I think you should wait until you need it. But if there is some left in the palette, you just leave it to dry there. What other mixes with Azo green? What any other mixes, guys? I think the Azo green and turquoise would be lovely. Turquoise. I tried making Quinn red recently, and it took so much binder that I thought surely something was going very, very wrong. 9 hours later. This is kind of why I I tried to stick to really boring earthy colors, because I know the bright fun ones take forever to mold properly. That's not fun. I don't use my Quinn red too much, but it is probably a nicer red hue than my Pyrrole red. Do you mean from M. Graham? M. Graham? Any other mixes to do while that's dioxazine purple and Azo green. character floating on the white look like a cell? Do you mean like a biology cell? Animation cell. Oh yeah, okay. Damn it, my sweatsheet won't fit in the new palette. The watercolor paper is too thick for it to close. Yes, tape it to the top, Amisha, or like either you put it in a plastic sleeve that you cut, or you just put packing tape, and then you use either like tape or blue tack and you place it on top. That's what I do too, like this one. We're all pretty quiet today. Myself included, of course. And painting, so I'm not chatting as much. Yeah, same. I guess we're all very focused today. That's great. I'm just gonna have all sorts of bloom in it. Hey, Kevin, hi. Hey, everyone. I'm walking 5 kilometers to the shop. My legs are dead. Oh my god, and I have to walk same way home just to get Doritos. Are you serious? That's dedication. Graham is one watercolor brand I don't have except for Cobalt Teal because I've heard it's so hard to dry. Yeah, it's maybe not the best palette for carrying around, but yeah, right now like nothing is moving in this palette, and it's usually stored with this half of it folded over and nothing really has fallen down. But yeah, I guess it depends on where you live, mostly. Hey, Dominic, hi. Hi, Lena. No, it's the stupid daylight savings. We shifted last weekend. But still too wet to do anything about it. It's a M. Graham. This is a M. Graham palette. I keep adding H's where there's none of them. I don't know why it's not the same day for everyone, seriously. Like, especially, like, Lana and other people, we're all in the North Hemisphere. So, why? It's getting really dark, not good for the world. Do you have use your phone as a flashlight? Maybe that can help. I'm not super happy with this here, but we'll make it work. Everything is too wet again. Dry. Literally watching paint dry. How is it staying solid in the summertime in Montreal? Magic? I seriously don't know. Was it the grayish wash over the yellow? Here. Hold on. Colors on the camera are not that great. Reminder to drink your tea while it's hot. Hot tea. Oh, any paint would take forever to dry. Because I'm kind of doing this layered approach to it, so it's not like I can paint one area and then paint another while this one dries. It's like I'm still putting like big layers on the whole thing. But it's a good idea. I mean, I don't use them enough, and they have really nice staining colors that are good for this. So I did, this was just wet with water, and then I did the purplish wash here, and then I added the light yellow here, and I should have waited because the new paint, the light yellow, was more wet than the rest, so it kind of did this cauliflower effect weird. And this is because of the tape. There was too much liquid, so it followed the tape. It's chilly down here in Texas? What's chilly for Texas? I'm north of Toronto and my Amgaham stays solid in the summer. Yeah, mine too. I mean, it's humid, but I don't know, I'm trying to think about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's because they're great paint. I thought it was on purpose. I can pretend it was all on purpose. No. But yeah. Not intentional, but we'll make it work. Well, that's why things were super quiet. Is that stupid daylight savings thing. Hey, fairy dust, hi. Well, chill in Texas is half food and half what? I don't know Fahrenheit. Let's switch some more. I want to see if the cobalt colors are... I thought this was ultramarine blue that I mixed, but it was actually ultramarine violet. Let's swatch ultramarine blue. Yay, new fridge! That's called adulting. It's like getting a new vacuum cleaner, like yay! Ooh, that's nice. Finally one that won't leak daily. Ew. Your browser can do for now. Yeah, I know, but I'm not at my computer, so I can't really check it right now. That's usually what I do, but I'll have to check later. I'm just trying to reference like pool temperatures. Like, what temperature was great for swimming back then? Anything above 70 was starting to be quite comfy. So I guess 66 is cool-ish. So that's coupled blue, and that's cerulean blue. Very subtle hue changes. That's a very nice one. Try anthro blue and nickel gold. Ah. Oh, 66, 18 Celsius. That's hot. That's some comfy weather there. Dude, that's comfy. Let's grab a bunch of scrap paper. Oh, a new vacuum. My partner got so excited about those we got to it. Really, too. What pigment is nickel gold? That's usually PY 150. Does it have a perylene violet? I don't think so. It has perylene. It has maroon perylene, but it doesn't have perylene green or violet, as far as I know. "30 is hot, 20 is nice, 10 is cool, and 0 is ice." Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, I was trying a nib pen for this, I think, and it ended up making blobs. Oh my gosh, the anthraquinone blue is softened. So it's really tough to pick just enough color, and really easy to pick too much. It's a really nice, natural looking green. In my opinion, anyway. Can we color it? Oh no! Well, it's gonna have some green on it, I guess. Green kitty. There. Yeah, 37 plus, that's hardcore. I only know the Fahrenheit equivalent to 30C from an Australian cheesemaker. Okay. Please explain. Let's make another one with a bit more yellow. It's a really pretty mix. You can get a really nice evergreen color if you add just a bit more blue. Like if the mix is more towards the blue, it reminds me of evergreens. I wonder what Miss Not Be Named would think of him. I don't know. She was using Senneliers. So I think the issue came more from the pigments that she chose, because they were I think she got like cerulean blue, and that's not a very punchy color. But I mean, if us people, us artists, were to make a palette for her, I mean, it's really easy to pick just the more punchy colors in there. Like any yellow would do. Then you can get her like any of these super punchy, and then you definitely get her dioxazine purple. And then it's like anthraquinone blue, Prussian blue, phthalo blue, the manganese blue hue that is probably of phthalo as well, turquoise, the greens, the phthalo greens, this bright green. Like she would definitely get her colorful palette. But if you go in and you only pick colors based on the color on the tube, you really have no idea what you're gonna get. No, I should keep this. I think she probably needs gouache. Yeah. And it would have to be fresh from the tube every time, because unless she figures out how to re-wet that stuff, you can't just like touch something really briefly and hope that it's gonna pick up that much color. I wonder if and when she will make the Daniel Smith one. Honestly, I'm sort of interested in her opinion. Too bad her review was super brief. Well, that would hardly count as a review. It's not like she tried out the paint. She formed an opinion on what came out of the tube based on no knowledge, really. And then she painted the most small, tiny swatch possible, and that's it. Like, yikes. The thing is, I need more info and reviews as to why someone likes or dislikes the paint, because it can be... Yeah, exactly, it can be a valuable opinion. But why? Stephen says, I'm really liking starting to play with gouache, even just black and white. I mix a watercolor in with it. Oh, interesting. I know about that to do with the white gouache, but I don't think I would have gone for the black gouache as well. Except to paint like grayscale, because that's also quite fun to do. Also, $300 worth of paint. Like, what? What were you thinking? How is that approachable for the audience? I mean... My hubs has still not been to Texas when it's hot. He doesn't think it would be that bad, and we've tried to go back in August twice, and had 70s Fahrenheit high. So that 20 Celsius. Ooh, that's comfy. That's not hot. You should come to Germany. We've had over 40°C now for years in summer and no ACs. Yeah, it's kind of the same here. Like, most houses come with heating, but not AC around here. If you did make a trip to Texas, you're probably only doing it for Galveston Beach or maybe a sports game. I'm not sure what Texas in general does to attract tourists. Some people like the warmth. Our last summer in the UK was incredibly hot, but 40 is just insane. Yeah, it's not comfy anymore. Nope. Good point, Ev. I saw so many reviews where people didn't even try out the paint, like not even one painting, but then they can't see. Yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of why I think making demos of the paint can be really useful. Swatching is helpful, but painting with the paint is really the big test here. He's a weird weather magnet. Hey, Malvina! Hi! Whoa. Random freak rain with some hail. Eep! Wait, what new roommates, Malvina? Hey, Otto! It's nice to see you! Thank you so much for stopping by. Misha says third paint in and I've already gotten paint in my hair. Oh no. Really hope you feel better soon, Otto. Why did they call you in for a vaccine? I have no idea. Gave me one anyway. I mean, sooner or later they'll have to vaccinate everyone. Fever is never good. Hey, thank you so much, Otto. It's a really fun challenge because of the lighting. I was thinking about painting this this drawing, but I was like, mushrooms, they usually don't grow out in the sun, as far as I know. They kind of like it in the shade and in the moist places, you know. So I was like, I can't really. Well, I could, but it might be a fun challenge to try to paint this and have shade be on the main part of the thing. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Hey Val, hi. Okay, we're gonna have to start a debate. What do you call a pan au chocolat? Oh, pan au chocolat? Dang, that's always rough. Like, do I say the French bit with my wannabe English accent? Do I say it in French? And it kind of breaks my brain before I can decide. But yeah, because the big debate is regarding pain au chocolat and croissant au chocolat, or chocolatine. Which is which? What do you call it? And people like to argue about this stuff just for fun. Lucine, you say that as if that was intentional. I'm definitely figuring it out as I go along. I just saw a video about chocolatine. I did buy a bread bag in France and call it my bag of pain. Bag of pain. Ah. Hold on, I missed the story. What's that? Box of paint about eating a box of what? Sounds delicious. Pie berries. I sent them a box of Japanese. Ooh! That sounds amazing. What's a pie berry though? Is that the brand? What are they? I don't know anyone who has tried pie berries and didn't like it. Hey Alex, hi! Fried bacon and mushroom served with omega. Ooh. Did I miss the description of what a pieberry is? I'm like, what is it? They were like little tiny pain au chocolat. Oh, dang, that sounds good. Mmm. Welcome back, Amisha. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Otto. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sent you a photo on Discord. The picture of them is bigger than... I'm eager to see. Hey, Susan, hi! Made it back alive. It got pitch black and there was no street light. My dad collected me, but I had walked full way back. And I was going in the wrong direction. Oh my gosh, Kevin! All that for Doritos, really? Oh, I'm sorry, but that's kind of funny. They better be effing delicious Doritos. Yes. Enjoy lunch, Phoebe. Week was okay. Allergies, like I said, were pretty annoying this week. It's always this sort of game of is it allergies, is it flu, or is it COVID? Who knows? The only way I can sort of figure it out a bit is by taking my temperature. And I'm like, as long as I don't have a temperature, it's probably just the allergies. But yeah. I don't very often clean up my palette, so there's always some mixes will start with a really funky base, like of whatever was on that palette in that spot that I sort of cleaned up and mixed in, and we'll deal with it. Oof. That wet dog smell is really strong. Hey, Sally, hi! So got a parcel from the Netherlands with all the Dutch food we like to eat. What is it? Only downside was that it was opened by the border control. Oh no. And they took out a bottle of whiskey because of some sort of violation. Yeah, no, that the violation I think was that the person working at customs didn't have such a bottle of whiskey. That was the violation, so they really had to remedy that fast and figure out how to get such a bottle of whiskey, you know. Dangerous violations there. Like, if you visit there and you bring it back in your luggage, even if you mention it at customs, they let you keep it. Like, they don't let you keep it if it's something like cheese or... I think. But even then, I know people who brought back cheese from other places and... Palette mode creates cohesion across the entire body of our work. Yeah, but that's true. That's I completely agree with that. It can really help bring a color down to a more, I don't want to say realistic, but to a level that your brain doesn't trip on it when you see it. If that makes sense. Oh, that's strong. Section they said it was in violation with the fun. It was about tobacco. Tobacco? Yeah, that's my parents can go to the hardware store tomorrow. They'll get supplies to build me a closet for all of AFK stuff. Aw, that's adorable. What started this whole mushroom though? I don't know. I think it was just trying to think of things I wanted to draw. And I was like, hey, mushrooms are fun to draw. But I was like, what do I do with it? Do I make it like a regular mushroom? And I was like, no, let's make it big, giant mushroom. And then have the adventure cat being like, whoa, what is this big, giant mushroom? And I was like, yeah, that works. And then someone in the last live stream suggested that I paint more mushrooms. And I was like, yeah, sure. That's fun. Border control or something else. We have an ongoing joke because my hub sent my mom a basket of muffins after meeting her the first time. Your parcel has been taken to an undisclosed location to be incinerated under the Terrorist Act. So muffins are now terror cakes. What? What? No. But muffins. Did I say mushrooms? I mean to say muffins. Muffins are great. Muffins are the best. Apple stoop, which is like apple jellies. Huggle, slag, chocolate sprinkles. to put on toast. That looks really interesting. So the customs worker was having a bad day and saw it and went, duck it. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Well, I thought there was free transport of goods and people within Europe. Should totally prank them one day and try to make it, like, take a bottle of whiskey, say, and empty it and put, like, I don't know, vinegar and food coloring in there. And if the guy decides to keep it, then you pranked him. Beware the banana nut terror cake! That's amazing. Imagine working at that location and getting a muffin packet with "Danger, burn immediately" written on it. What a day. I wonder if it's just this undisclosed location is like the kitchenette and the in their office. And burn, you mean like to put in a microwave or something? Because what the heck? An undisclosed location, aka staff canteen, exactly. Oh, that's so sad. I think they would have loads of stories to tell, but one bottle of whiskey freaking wrapped in wrapping paper. Aw. Yeah, that's definitely shady. Oops, hold on, give me a sec. Kevin, those are M. Graham paints. I mean, I've already answered, but I don't mind answering again. It's not exactly a complicated question to answer. And a notice of seizure, it refers to 3 different laws, so handy. The other law the reference to was about wholesale and resale of alcohol. I don't see that happen with one bottle. Ugh. I heard there's actually sweet tasting mushrooms. Maybe mix those in some muffins and mail them off to see how those do. Oh really? I ordered a controller for my Switch Lite and a stand for it on Amazon UK, and it was meant to be delivered yesterday, but no, now it says refused at land border. What the heck? What does that mean? Land border, beachwear, and beachwear and island. What land border? It's not coming from the north. Yeah, time for a refund indeed. What's happening? Do you think it could be a Brexit thingamajig? The only thing that Graham don't really have that I'm a bit bummed about is they don't really have a bright pink, like they don't have an opera. Like their Queen Rose is really quite nice, but sometimes I miss having an obnoxious color in there. Like super obnoxious. When we're allowed to travel again, and if or when we are going to the States, I really want to buy some M. Graham paints. I hope you get the chance to. They're really fun paints. And they are generally very affordable. who knows, Border Peeps could be playing Mario Kart with my... They're playing Mario Kart with your controller and drinking whiskey. And eating terror cakes. I'm standing with one foot on my knee and Emmy decided that would be a great perch. Ooh, that's gonna be uncomfy really fast. If I get back across the pond, I want to look at Cindy and Schminke. By all means, I approve of these these notions. My bottle of Schminke bronze powder rich gold wasn't allowed entry because of Brexit, but I'm in the US. I think that one might have been refused even before Brexit because there's a few shimmery powder slash like metallic products from Schminke that I think it says ships to the UK only or land only. So it can't go overseas. And maybe in the Brexit kerfuffle they sort of didn't see that. Miss M. Graham are pretty cheap if you can find them. I got a 5-star set for 20 bucks. Yeah, that's pretty epic. They're a bit more pricey in Canada, but I know that in the US they are really nice. And they're made in the US too, so it's a great souvenir too. I heard Mario Kart ends marriage. Sorry. I think I need to drink a bit. Just gonna finish painting the mushrooms. We are having a really bright and sunny day today. Oh, that was cold tea. Ugh. I found some stuff cheaper on Schminke's site, but worried about how long it would take getting here versus a few extra pounds. It really depends on how soon you need it to. It's new paint, always desperate need. Alright, I'll have to take a quick bio break, guys. So, be right back. I'm back. Hey, Paulo! Welcome back, Phoebe! Hi, guys! I thought for sure I had the... Maybe not. I don't remember if the set of Mimic came with the size 4 Mimic brush or if it's just... Do I have a size 4 Neptune? Yes, I do. Yeah. Thanks, Wizzy. Hey, Ellen! Nice to see you! And yeah, really sorry you had to go through a funeral. That's really sad. It is still sad. Oh wow, yeah. I'm really glad you have great memories of the guy. even a year on my bus was still pretty broken up in the eulogy he gave. But what he said was really nice and true to Bob. I'm sitting on my butt with the window open, finally. Oh, yeah. Did you find any good mixes, YZ? Mushroom Cap Adventure Camp. That's right, that's the name we gave it. Phthalo green and anthro blue mixed together. Ooh, that's gonna be a really deep turquoisey color. Hey, Dan! Literally every single color mixed with cobalt teal. I know, right? Oh, it makes for such pretty colors with that granulation in there. It's just amazing. Too bad they don't have a good opera, because opera and teal and cobalt teal, they're really fun together too. Even the adult ones, especially the adult one. That's funny. If I finished my homework, my mom knew something was up. Oops. I put my brush on my nose. Hey, Tiffany, hi. It's been a while. I think. These are M. Graham. That grey band in the sky and... Yeah, it's supposed to be like some sort of light effect, but I don't think it works that well. Yeah. My dog is currently angry. I will I'd let her sleep on my new tablet. Aw. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that's because your username is not the same. Sometimes it takes me a moment to connect it to. It's nice to see you. In here, I mean. I think you're actually in our two Discords. The comic one and the painting one. But I'm glad you guys like the effect that happened. Like it's a... I mean, it might not be what I wanted, but if it's something that people can see something good in it, I'll take it. I'll take it. What? Wait, what? I'm trying to think of the best, worst, ridiculous art-related injury I have had. I think it was the time I ended up having stitches after losing an argument with Halfpan. Never a brush up the nose though. How did you end up with stitches over a Halfpan? I was trying to rescue some cookies from the back of the top shelf and forgot one of my pups was still in the garden. Poor guy. But these are good cookies. Oh no! What happened? I snacked a peanut butter cup while Sunny was outside earlier. Is the issue that the doggos will take a very keen interest in the snack food? I was reminded this week of the dangers of palette knives. Dude! Ugh. What Three Musketeers book? The one that's gone, I guess. I punched myself in the face hanging my Swatch set dry erase board. Oh no! Trying to pry the paint out. Oh! Yeah! Dude! Yeah, just buy more half bands. I agree. That's the safest way to go about this. Because, oof, that's really painful. I have the art accidents all the time. I don't have too many, but I gotta say that the slicing open of the thumb and finger on my mulling palette knife was a really a true moment of lapse in awareness. Like I could tell I was being like tired and not focused, and then it happened and I was like, ow. It was about 10 minutes that he was out there because the second they were freed, I was sidetracked. I did it while mulling and through oh, that's what happened. Oh no. It was literally the most beautiful mess I've ever cleaned up. Aw. It's such a pretty color. At the time, I specifically needed a schminke-sized one for my whiskey palette style. My whiskey painter style palette. I thought it was worth it. Nope, it was not. Oof. Requiring stitches for that must have been really bad. can't pens be... I know. I want pens to be standardized too. Like, looking at you, like Winsor Newton and Schminke. I think the Sennelier pens are close to the size of the generic pens you can buy, so they get a pass. I think. If it's not, they don't get a pass. No, but explaining it to the emergency room doc was embarrassing. We exchanged horror stories. Needless to say, she won. Oh no. I mean, yeah, of course she won, but eee. And I was just fine, not even a scar now. That's the good thing with, I don't know where you cut yourself, but like cutting oneself on the fingertips. It's not fun, it's not handy for a couple of days, but it usually doesn't leave much scars. I dropped a brush full of dioxazine purple on a pink shirt, but I haven't... Well, you just take out the shirt and add dioxazine purple everywhere, and you got a brand new shirt. We've said this before here, but palette knives get sharper the more that you use them. There is no... I know. I know. And if you mold paint too, and you use a palette knife on your slab, that's like the worst. It becomes so sharp. Like I have like food knives that are less sharp than my stupid palette I use for molding paint. If I need to cut a really tough steak, I'll wash the palette and use that. I don't think I've sustained any serious injuries from art. I've gotten many paper cuts and stabbed myself with a needle a couple of times. Ow. Yeah, nothing serious either, but like the level just above paper cut. Like between paper cut and needing stitches. I've stabbed myself with a felting needle. That's not fun. It has barbs in it. So, yeah, that's like an extra level of pain that you're like, oh, yay, fun, lovely. My uncle used to buy bent palette knives to slide pills on a counting tray. Yeah, that's a really good idea actually. I love my sewing machine, but it does scare me. I have a friend who was studying in fashion, like how to design clothing and that kind of stuff, and she had to sew things, and eventually she was tired and she sewed through her finger. And the needle went through a nail and broke under the nail. So that was a fun... that was not a great experience for her, but yeah. They had to, like, give her meds to sort of sedate her because... Okay, that's gonna be gross. If you're easily grossed out, plug your ears. But since the needle was stuck under the nail... They had to, I think they had to remove the nail and then scrape under the nail to get the needle bits out of there. Ugh! No thank you. Nope, nope, nope. Big nope. Oh, ouch, felt the needle, that's like a fish hook. Yeah, that was not great. It's like, it's a tiny stab, but it bleeds a lot because of the barbs in it. They just tear through your flesh and you're like, oh, dang it. Actually, I can say that this thing I made was made with like tears and sweat and blood. For real. Needle tool for sculpting clay. Yeah, they're really stabby. I have two of them. That I don't use for sculpting, but I use them for like various actions like prying out stuff or mixing stuff or poking through stuff. My fingers assume I think they are pincushion by that point. I've been stabbing myself with pins and needles. Aw. I also carved a rubber block for stamping with a knife when I was 7. Dude! Wow, you're good. Your friend wins. Take that. Oh, really? That's actually worse than the ER doctor story. Whoa. And yeah, my friend was so groggy after that someone had to go pick her up and bring her home because she was just completely loopy on the meds. I'm allergic to wool and accident prone. Felting will never be on my list, but it's so cute. Yeah, it's a good step up from like crochet in the sense that if you like crocheting little characters and all that, sometimes you can't really get the definition you want, but with needle felting you can really add small details and the texture is a lot smoother. So if you make something really small, first of all, you don't get a bunch of cramps on your fingers from trying to crochet really small, but also you can have sort of a better texture for small items. You know, it's I'm trying to, how can I explain this? It's a bit like when you see them make clothing for a Barbie, let's say. They still use the fabric we are used to as much bigger creatures than like Barbie dolls. Barbie dolls are not a creature, but they're like a really small human scale. So the scale of the fabric doesn't really feel right for the scale of the Barbie. I don't know if you guys can sort of get what I mean. So like it's when they do stop motion, sometimes you can sort of feel that it's off scale between the size of the pattern or the texture of the fabric and the size of the character wearing it. And I feel like it's a bit like that for crochet. When you start doing really small things in crochet, I feel like the stitch is kind of too big and you lack the precision. Like if you have to put eyes on there, you're really limited by the way your stitches are made. Anyway, ramble. Oh yeah, you would need those metal cutting gloves, definitely. I mean, if you want a good relaxing repetitive task, you can just crochet too. That works. That's the trick. I don't think I'm entirely done with these, but I think I'm done for today. I will give it a bit of a break and think on it, and I will perhaps add a few details and fiddle with it a bit more. There are certain things that I kind of want to maybe work a bit, like in terms of tying all the colors together, and this one making it a bit more interesting, because since it's sort of in the shadows, as was the point of my painting, I think it's a bit dull and boring. So I will try to see what I can do about that, but I need a fresh brain for that. Yeah, maybe I need just to take a break from these and sort of come back to them, and maybe I will like this sort of effect a bit more. Or maybe I'll be able to find a way to bring it all together. Like maybe it's just a thing of color. Like the way the colors are at the moment, maybe it doesn't feel cohesive to me to have this part and the rest. So maybe I will be able to figure out something. Oh no, Tiffany, no. My grandmother would knit Barbie clothes. The stitch were always huge, but... Oh, same! Same. I had a bunch of Barbie clothes that were handmade, and I loved them a lot. But it was always like... I know this trend of having like bulky sweaters and this really big yarn for arm crocheting. It felt like Barbie made her clothes that way. And I loved it, but yeah. The scale was really weird. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here today. And thanks for the suggestion of using gram paint. I don't know if Patricia is still here or if she left and I missed it. But yeah, I really don't use them enough. But since I've made a bit more room on my desk, maybe I will take these out more. Because I mean, the colors are really nice. They have a super nice selection of blue, and I love the greens. And there's a bunch of purples in there, which, love it. Not too many oranges, but I don't think there are too many orange pigment out there. So yeah, so I'm rambling again. Thank you guys for being here today. I hope you have a great weekend. We will see each other either next Saturday or in the Discord during the week. If you are looking to join on the Discord or for any other link or info, there is a link in the description. A link to a page that has all the links. So yeah, so pew pew pew. That's it. Have a great weekend guys, take care and see you all next time. Bye.